We are at home cooking with Miss Brenda D. So welcome from Miss Brenda D. and her family.
Hello everyone, how y'all doing on this nice beautiful day? Today we're making a delicious $1 million pound cake, y'all. Yes, and here are our ingredients. Okay, these are our ingredients for our pound cake. We have flour, eggs, milk, sugar, butter. I'm using one unsalted butter, but I prefer all salted butter. And I'm also using vanilla and lemon extract, y'all. Okay, those are all our ingredients, so let's get started. Okay, here I have sifted my flour. You can buy that sifter from the Dollar Tree or anywhere, but here I'm showing you me sifting my flour, and that puts air into the flour and make your cake really moist and delicious. So here I'm showing you, this is how I do it. Here I'm adding our butter to our bowl. Now we're adding our sugar, and we're going to cream our butter and sugar together. We always start out on a slow speed to make sure everything is well incorporated, and then we're going to gradually up the speed, okay? Time to time, scrape down your bowl to make sure your ingredients are well mixed. We're going to let our butter and sugar cream for maybe about 15 minutes because this is a very important step. We have to cream that butter right. And I'm going to show you exactly how it's supposed to look after you have creamed it, okay? Here I'm showing you at another angle on how your butter and sugar is supposed to cream. This is how it's supposed to look. It's supposed to look really creamy. And that lets you know that you're done. And it also changes to a lighter yellow color. It's like a pale yellow color. So, okay, we're done. Okay, now let's start adding our other ingredients. Now we're adding in our eggs, one egg at a time. Letting you know our eggs are room temperature, and also our butter was room temperature. I usually take mine out the night before I'm going to make my cake to make sure it's room temperature. Okay, we're going to continue to add our eggs one at a time until they're all in our batter. Okay, this is our last egg, and we're going to continue to let this mix. Make sure you scrape your bowl down, and then we're going to get started adding the rest of our ingredients. Here I'm adding 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Here I'm adding a teaspoon of lemon extract. And the thing about this, you do not have to use the vanilla. If you want to broaden your flavors, you can use other extracts like butter extract and vanilla extract, strawberry extract, um, almond extract. Just make this recipe yours. I always uses vanilla with another flavor, so make sure you use that vanilla, or if you don't want to, you don't have to, okay? Okay, we're gonna mix this well, and now it's time to add in our milk and flour. We alternate it, okay? We're gonna start out with our flour. Here we're adding in a fourth of our flour into our batter. Now we're adding in some milk, and we're going to alternate this. We're going to add another part of our flour, another part of our milk until it's all gone. Here we're adding the last of our flour and our milk, and then we're going to let this continue to mix straight down our sides. We're going to continue to mix until it becomes smooth. As you can see in the bowl, your mixture has to be smooth and no lumps. One important fact that I have found out to be true: do not overmix your batter, or it'll make it kind of dense and not moist and delicious. So here I'm showing you how it's supposed to look, and we're done. I'm turning off our mixer, and we're going to our next step. Here I'm showing you the reason why I don't throw these wrappers away. I use that butter that's in the wrappers to grease my pans. You don't have to. Just spray your pan down well with a baking spray, okay? And then it's just as good as what I'm doing, but this is the old-fashioned way we used to do it. And so I just want to share this a little bit with you, okay? Here we're adding our flour. This is to help coat, it's just like a baking spray. You know, some of the baking sprays have the flour and shortening of flour and butter in it. And so I'm just showing you the old-fashioned way, the way I remember my mother and my sisters making their cakes this way, and I wanted to share it with you. But you do not have to do it this way. Like I said, just use a baking spray. Make sure you coat your pan well with the flour so that your cake won't stick. After coating my pan with the flour, the remainder of the flour that's still in there, that's loose, I throw it in the trash, okay? Now it's time to pour in our batter. This batter is so rich and thick. And so I know you're going to need a spatula to get it all out of this bowl because it is so thick. We're going to place this in a 325 degree oven for 1 hour and 30 minutes. I want you to go and check it after 1 hour and 25 minutes and place in a toothpick. If the toothpick comes out clean, make sure to put the toothpick in the center of your cake. And if it comes out clean, it is ready. If not, if it comes out with batter still on it, leave it in your oven for another 5 minutes, okay? Okay, our cake have finished baking, and we're going to let this cool in our pan for like 10 to 12 minutes, and then we're going to place it on a plate. We're going to let our cake cool, and while it is cooling, we're going to make our icing. Okay, in my bowl, we're adding 1 cup of powdered sugar and a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then 3 tablespoons of milk. And letting y'all know, instead of milk, you can add lemon juice. I really prefer the lemon juice. I didn't have any lemons at that time. It's best if you don't have the real lemons, you can use lemon, the concentrated lemon juice. Like I'm always saying, make this recipe yours. As I was looking at this, I said, I'm going to need some more powdered sugar. So I decided to add some more powdered sugar because that is a big, huge cake. And so as I was looking at that icing, I said, that's not going to be enough for me. So I'm going to add some more powdered sugar and more milk and maybe a little more vanilla extract. Yes, now this is what I need. I need it more. So we're going to mix this up and just mix it until it becomes smooth. Okay, our icing is ready. And as y'all can see, it is smooth, and I'm just pouring it on top, and I'm going to let it just, drizzle it and let it just drizzle to the sides. There's nothing like an old-fashioned pound cake, and I hope y'all enjoy this recipe. This here is one of those, I call them sky-high cakes, because this was a very tall cake. And the thing about it, you're going to need a 12-cup pan to bake this huge cake. Okay, y'all, here's our end result. I hope y'all enjoyed making this cake with me as much as I enjoyed making it with you. I hope y'all enjoyed this recipe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And please don't forget to hit that notification bell to get our new and upcoming videos. And to all our new viewers and subscribers, you are welcome, welcome, welcome to our channel. As always, I want to say y'all have a blessed day, and bye-bye for now. Love y'all. Stay safe and be blessed.
We are at home cooking with Miss Brenda D. So welcome from Miss Brenda D and our family.
That's a hit.